Okay, Monday, 20th of October 2025. So, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. The Irish Mammy test, reframing things positively. Now, I heard on Saturday a very interesting little phenomenon, the Irish Mammy test. And it was on the radio, people were talking about different situations and scenarios in life. And they said, oh, this bad thing happened. This thing, immaterial, but this thing happened. And then the Irish Mammy would say, oh, well, at least it was just this. It was just that. I forgot the exact phrasing, but like, oh, aren't you lucky? That's it. Aren't you lucky? So this bad thing happened, and the Irish Mammy test would say, aren't you lucky? Oh, you broke a leg. Oh, aren't you lucky? You didn't break a leg and an arm, or both your legs, or leg, arm, and something else. It's only a leg. This bad thing happened, but reframing it positively, or simply having a positive attitude towards something in general, as like a blanket strategy. And that's quite powerful, because then you could go around in life and then just reframe things positively to look at it in a more cheerful, optimistic, meaningful way, with regards to no matter what happens in life, you can reframe it positively so as to spur you on, to keep you going, to keep you pushing onwards and upwards in life. And that's very powerful, because you could argue and say that in adversity and any problems in life, there's a blessing in disguise, there's an opportunity in there buried away somehow. And then even weirdly, people would say, I imagine these scenarios of this bad thing happening in someone's life, and then a decade or two later, they would say that thing happening was a total blessing in disguise. Paradoxically, it was the best thing that could ever happen, because you could say at a deeper level, through that challenge and that adversary, they grow, they become wiser, faster, stronger, smarter. So it's that I did a video about this. It's the phoenix in you. Bad thing happens, you crash. You hit rock bottom in some fashion, some style, some way, and then you rise up, eclipsing the person you were before the crash, prior to the crash. That's beautiful. That's powerful. Very powerful and very empowering. How you reframe these things that happen to you in life. Yes, painful and disastrous, by all means, yes. But then you could say in the future, you could say, because of this, the opportunity to grow through the adversary, the pressure, the challenge, will be beautiful. In the long term, you grow, you supersede, you excel. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But I say, as a bit of a contrarian attitude, rather than having to go through the pain of all these things happening, the bad crash, yes, that is very it's very visceral, and you high retention, you remember a lot. But on the opposite side, you could even go deeper to say, right, well, if you strategize and study and learn about all sorts of bad things happening and all kinds of potential bad situations happening, and you're learning about them, it takes longer because you retain less, and it's less impactful because it's just text on a screen as opposed to things happening to you. It avoids that pain. It's pushing atoms, really. This bad thing happens to you, you push atoms, but you retain a lot of it because it's very visceral, down to earth, whereas over here, it's all online, it's all digital, but less retention, but much more scalable, much more theoretical, but less painful. Typing in countless scenarios to learn as much as you can. Both of them are powerful. I would ever so slightly prefer that one because there's no pain involved, but this one is high retention. And the trick in either scenario would be the Irish Mammy test. How are you reframing it positively? Because this one, you might say, we need to strategize and think pessimistically and think. Be tactical, be thorough. And over here, we need to be optimistic in spite of the problems, in spite of the challenges. Beautiful. Very interesting. So the Irish Mammy test. Aren't you lucky? Reframing things positively. Very important. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.